think we're live. Welcome and shalom. We're live tonight on this Saturday evening, March 11th, 2023. Pulling up my chat real quick. Forgot I was going to do that. Mute this time before I pull it up. I think I'm muted. All right, welcome and shalom. Well, hi Dee, how you doing tonight? Welcome. Tonight we're just having a little open chat and maybe some Bible trivia. Bible Jeopardy, whichever one. I'm pulling up my chat on my screen so I can see you guys. All right. We got a lot of snow, dude. We just got, I don't even know how many, 6 inches already. I don't know. Quite a bit. I haven't even been outside. Anyway, fence is kind of buried. Gate's kind of buried. Tomorrow, I imagine tomorrow sometimes the plow will be here. Plow me out. I saw the road plow go by about an hour ago maybe. Doing okay. Today was warm, chilly tomorrow. Today was warm, chilly tomorrow. It's kind of spring, huh? It's kind of what spring does. Well, yeah. For us, spring is a snowstorm, then a nice 40-degree day. Then a snowstorm, then a 40-degree day. Sometimes a 50 to really tease you. So anyway, yeah, we're in the middle of a snowstorm, another one. Supposed to go till, I think it's going to be tomorrow. I think it's going to stop tomorrow. I think a little bit in the morning and it'll should be done. I haven't looked. Sometimes they change their mind. But yeah, it was a pretty big one. Okay, now it's stopping until 4 a.m. It just stopped. This is only break. Then it's going to go from 4 a.m. all the way tomorrow. All the way tomorrow. 2 p.m. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. All right, so it's just taking a little break right now. Then it's going to start up. It's going to go till 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Yes, but winter's not wanting to give up. No, not here either. So yeah, it's just taking a little break right now. Then it's going to start up and go all the way till tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Wow, we got a whole day. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Welcome and shalom. I hope you had a wonderful Sabbath. I hope everybody did. Hope you had a wonderful Saturday. Grace, I think you guys are getting less snow than I am, but yeah, we already probably got a good 6 inches. It's going to snow all the way till 6 o'clock tomorrow, I think it just said. Yeah, anyway, a lot of snow. Yeah, it's going to go all the way till after 6 o'clock tomorrow. So, anyway, we'll see. Yep. Dog just went outside for a minute. A little rough out there. They get covered. They have the snow stuck on them like a snowman. And when they come in, I gotta take a towel and dry them all off. Not so much Wazzy. His hair is pretty thin and short. Caleb's just like Spencer. He got a lot of hair, a lot of fur to stick to. All right, so as you can see, got a little bit of Bible. You got 4 inches so far. Good day to stay inside. Yes, I did. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. Didn't even. Well, I opened the door to let the dogs in and out. Is it? I didn't even step foot out there. I can see my gate is half. The gate right now is is halfway up, so that's probably, oh gosh, that's at least a foot and a half right there. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. 4 inches so far, huh? We'll be doing my usual Sunday AA meeting tomorrow. Really? Well, at least you don't have to drive through snow, so even if it's a little chilly, it'd be all right. But that's good. Is Sunday a good turnout? I would think so. Because a lot of people work or whatever. Seems like Sunday would be a good one. Probably busy. So a lot of people on Sundays. That's what I would figure. Yep. I won't. I. Well, the plowman usually waits till for sure the snow stops, so I'll probably get plowed out tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night. Yep. Nice, just layer up to keep warm. Yep. 10 to 12 people. That's a nice crowd. What do you guys have? Coffee there and stuff, or? Huh. Is it like at a certain time, or people just wander in and out? It's a set time. Anyway, yeah, I figured Sunday would probably be when most people, even the people that work, usually can make it on Sunday. Oh, it'll be in the mid 50s, so not bad. Now, if you compare it to what we have, that's a set time. Oh, yeah. Well, that's nice. You'll see a few people tomorrow, a few friends. Sounds fun. Sounds good. Nothing better than getting together with some friends, huh? So I do have the Bible Jeopardy up. Some people come early. Some get there right at 2:00. Oh, it's at 2:00. Come early, just sit around and have a cup of coffee or something. Chit chat. Yeah, that's good. 2 in the afternoon. That way, people that work don't have to get up early another day. They could sleep in still and hit the meeting. I know one thing when I used to work. I used to work 7 days a week. So if I got a day off, man, nobody better wake me up. And then when I started taking Sabbaths off, that was my one day to sleep in, and no, nobody better wake me up. I'd make sure of it. 2:00 on Sundays, nice. Oh, remember to set your clocks forward. Otherwise, you will be there at 1:00. It will be 2. Yeah, so everybody tonight, you set your clocks forward 1 hour. So tomorrow, you're done? Yeah. When I get off of here, I'm going to set my clocks forward. So tomorrow night, instead of 10 to 10, it will actually be 10 to 11. So I might have to come on a little earlier for the adjustment. And there's a lot of snow, you guys. I can't even see out my windows anymore. It's stacked up so high it's blocking my windows. Been ahead of that game for 6 months. Yeah. It's kind of funny because sometimes I don't set my bathroom clock. My bathroom's on regular time. It kind of reminds me of what time it would be if they would stop messing with the clocks. Anyway. Yeah. 6 months? You never even switched the clocks? Yeah. That might be a little confusing. For me, anyway. But yeah, so you'll anyway. All right, so I'll pray us in and we'll get. Looks like it's just us ladies. We will get over to the. Never did this last time around. You never did this last time around. You never set the clocks. Really? That wasn't confusing. So I came on. So I'm coming on at 10 to 11. Your clock says 9:40. I mean, your clock says 10:40 when ours said 9:40. So yeah. Donnie put up a funny video last night, but he took it down. It was a it was an impersonation of Mark sitting in his car. It was funny, but I think he took it down. I didn't scan through too much YouTube today. Just up about to an hour ago. Oh, speaking of YouTube, so yeah, I got on a couple hours ago. Got on YouTube, and I just got off Garo, the Jurassic Liars. He's mad because Casey Enter the Stars is talking about Elvis and the needle. Wonder where Mr. Taco Man is? Yeah. He might be working on his next masterpiece. He did either one of you guys see that video? He took it down. I don't know how quick I went to bed, but when I came back on tonight, it was gone. Yeah, it was a pretty funny video. A pretty funny impersonation. Yeah, so anyway, it'll feel lighter an hour later tomorrow because of the tricks we play with our clock. So it'll feel lighter for an hour later. You didn't see it? Nah, he took it down pretty quick. All right, so I'll pray us in and we'll just go through some of these Jeopardy questions. It's pretty fun. Our Heavenly Father, thank you for your Sabbath rest. It's always a delight. We thank you for gathering us every evening and all of our blessings that you bless us with. Amen and amen. All right. 66 Bible cheat sheets. Why would you want a cheat sheet? Well, I say the cheat sheet a whole bunch of times fast. That'd be hard. All right, I'm going to try. It's kind of bluish, isn't it? It looks so blue. Well, I think it looks blue because during the daytime it doesn't look blue at all, just at night. I don't know if that would hurt. Not gonna help, is it? Lighting help? It's just weird at night it turns blue. I don't know. Alright, anyway. So last night I showed everybody. I'll get a better picture of this. Actually, you know what I can do? Tell you what I can do. I can put my laptop. Hold on a second. I'm put my laptop in front of it. This might be better. Oh crap. Alright. Try this because this won't be blue. Or make your computer blue. Alright. Let's see how that looks. I should probably shut this light off then. That should be better. That's my actual laptop. And this doesn't zoom in. If I try to zoom it, it just makes my picture bigger. It makes the writing bigger. Kind of weird, actually. Weird how it does that. So anyway, like last night, let me pull a little closer. So, but I'll read the questions if it's too small for you to see. But these are just the games that you can pick. Like I said, there's Bible Ball. It works like baseball. Bible Jeopardy, Bible Trivia Challenge, Saintly. Who wants to be a saintly millionaire? And Bible Trivia by category. So I think we're going to try Bible Jeopardy. I kind of like that. I think that's what we played last time. Yeah. Hey, Mark, come on in and play, or maybe you want to teach us how to. The firmament is the air we breathe. Actually, Grace, he pronounces it fern-ament. Fern. Firmament. Yeah, it's the fern-ament. Fern, like fern, like a plant. Firmament. Firmament. Whatever. All right. Yeah, come on in and play, Mark. We would love it. All right. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll read the categories. So we have, can you guys see that? It depends what kind of device you have, I guess. We got a screen, big screen anyway. Why not? Anyway, so here are the categories for tonight. Bible trivia. Old Testament 1 is Genesis through Ruth. Acts and Journeys of the Apostles. Elijah versus Elisha. Mosaic Law, Levitical instruction. Old Testament quotes, who said what to whom in the Old Testament, or fill in the blanks. Firmament, yeah. Well, yeah, it's the air we breathe, and so it's a mint. It's like a mint, a breath mint. The firmament is like a breath mint. It's the air we breathe, you said. Yeah, so it's the air, it's like a breath mint. It's a breath of fresh air. That's what he's trying to say. All right, turn my heating pad down. This thing's roasting me over here. All right, I'm already sweating and I haven't gotten to the questions yet. All right, so anybody want to pick a category? Grace and D. So I need to get you guys up on the other here. I need to get the chat up so I can see you guys. If I touch this thing, somebody's gonna get timed out or something stupid. I'm gonna try and get my chat up, you guys. Oh man, come on, hold on a second. Hold on, I'm getting your chat up. Fill in the blank? Okay. Fill in the blank it is. Hold on, I'm trying to get you guys chat up so I can see you guys. All right, now I can see you guys. All right. Fill in the blank. For 200, 400, what do you want to go? 2, 4, 6, 8, or 1,000? For 200, okay. Fill in the blanks. For 200. Fill in the blanks. There is a way which seems blank unto men, but in the end thereof are the ways of blank. Can you see the choices? The choices are: seemeth right in the ways of death, seems straight, ways of happiness, seems false, ways of life, or seems crooked, wealth. Can you see the choices? Let's see. This is kind of two answers. You know what I mean? It makes it kind of confusing. All right. So there is a way which seems blank unto men, but the end there is the ways of blank. You have right and death. I can't read the choices, but I think it's foolish and wise. Okay, that's your guess, Grace. I know what it is, but it's kind of hard because there's two answers, so it's kind of hard to read it back. I'm pretty sure what it is there is a way which seems right unto man, but in the end there's the ways of death. So I'm pretty sure it's right and death. Correct. It is what right and death. Yeah, they seem right to man, but they're actually led to death. Can't see the screen at all and didn't hear the question answer. All right, let's do another one. The one may be a lot easier to read. And what if I can blow this up? If I can see it. Get it bigger. 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 And bigger. There you go. That's bigger. The question's kind of confusing, though, with two answers. Two questions and two answers. All right. That's a little bigger. All right. So let's go back then. Let me see. Oh, then I can't see how to get back. Whoops. That's better. Okay. All right. All right. Just trying to figure out how to get back. Because is it the arrow to get back? I thought there was a I might have blown up too big. So Jeopardy. All right, there you go. Here's the category. So all right, here's the cat. Now you can see the categories even. Old Testament, Genesis through Ruth, Acts and Journeys of the Apostles, Elijah versus Elisha, Mosaic Law, Levitical instructions, quotes of the Old Testament, who said what, and fill in the blanks. That's better? Okay. All right. So, Grace, you want to pick one? I can? Okay. I want to do a hard one, like really hard. I was going to say, why is that 100? Look at 200, 4, 6, 8, 100. Anyway, all right, I'm going to pick Acts and Journeys of the Apostles for $1,000. Let's do the hardest one. All right. And the question is, hopefully it'll fit on the page because I blew it up like 500%. All right, Bible Jeopardy. There you go. All right, where did Paul make his defense before King Agrippa? Was it in Caesarea, Jerusalem, Rome, or Antioch? I know it's one of two. I can. It's. I got two guesses, but Caesarea, Jerusalem, Rome, or Antioch. Caesarea, flip a coin. All right. To me, it's either Jerusalem or Antioch. And since what's his name was in Jerusalem, I'm going to pick Antioch, but it could be wrong. So Grace is Caesarea. D's flipping a coin. I would say Antioch. Let's see. Antioch. It's probably wrong. Doesn't want to tell me. Oh, incorrect. Okay. The answer is Caesarea. Grace got ding, ding, ding. Grace got that one right. And we'll go back just so we get all the money. Okay. All right. So this is dog's trying to get out from under my thing. So Caesarea. Let's try again. Grace is Caesarea. And she is correct. Correct for 1,000 points. All right. Click to continue. There's the button I was looking for, the continue button. You'll say Antioch? Yeah, it was Caesarea. You know, because it wasn't in Rome. It definitely wasn't in Rome. He ain't going before anybody in Rome. He didn't go for anybody in Rome, and that dude didn't ever run Jerusalem. So, all right. Next, Grace, you want to pick a category? Some of these might be hard. I was doing a process of elimination. Like it can't be Rome, probably isn't Jerusalem. You know, because he ain't running Jerusalem. E versus E. All right. 200 or what? All right, Elijah versus Elisha. 200. E versus E for 200. All right. I think we should go through the whole category. All right. Oh, here you go. Who was taken up in a chariot of fire and a whirlwind? Now, clue. We just read it this week. Was it okay? So who was taken up in a chariot of fire and a whirlwind? Was it Elijah, Elisha, neither, or both? I know what my answer is. I'll let you guys pick. I already know what my answer is. Elijah. Grace says Elijah. D, do you got a guess? Who was it? Elijah? Okay. I say it was neither, because it was Ezekiel. Am I wrong? Oh, incorrect. Oh, it was Elijah. Oh, I got it wrong again. Oh, it's in 2 Kings. Okay, I was way off. I thought we just read it in Ezekiel. Hey, guys, stop. Okay. I think in the book of Ezekiel. Remember, I accidentally read Ezekiel on Monday, I think it was. No, it was Tuesday. Yeah. All right. You can find that button. Click to continue. All right. So Grace and D also have 200. Next, D, I think it's your turn to pick. Old Testament. Yeah, I was thinking about Ezekiel's wheels. That's right. We just did that on Tuesday. I was thinking of Ezekiel all the way. In his chariot and his he was caught up too. You know who else was caught up in a whirlwind was Enoch, which must be like a tornado. I'm picturing a tornado. Anyway, a few people got caught up in whirlwinds, but yeah, that one. All right, anybody? What's it? D's turn. Yeah, Ezekiel's wheels that we read on Tuesday, intertwined with the law category for 200. Okay, Mosaic law for 200. All right. Question for 200 points. How many quote unquote gods were the children of Israel commanded to have? Only one, or just two, or three, or there was no limit. Yeah, Dorothy also was caught up in a whirlwind. Yes, she was. And her house, and her dog, her little dog too. So how many gods are the children commanded to have? One, two, three, or there's no limit. Anybody? Do you have one God? D says no limit. Do you have Jesus and God? Or do you have the Father, Son, Holy Spirit? Huh? No, we're commanded to only have one God. Not two like God and Jesus. Not three like the Holy Spirit Trinity. No, we're commanded to only have one God. A ding, 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 ding. Where's this answer? There it is, correct. Only one God. That's right. None above God. That's right. Never has been, never will be. So when they say, oh, well, Jesus was before that, no, he said there was no God before me. And by the way, I heard Jurassic Park, whatever his name is, I just lost my train of thought because I just looked at something. Where is it? I just screwed up here. I'm supposed to go. Where's that button? I screwed up. Oh, I see. I went to the wrong one. All right, correct. Now it's supposed to go click to continue. Okay. If you don't do it in right order, your button gets lost there. You need to clear out my ears. I was thinking about it was about having children. Yeah, how many does it take to have children? How many people does it take to have children? Well, depends who you ask now these days. All right. Who's next? I mean, it might be my turn. Old Testament, Genesis to Ruth, Acts and Journeys of the Apostle, Elijah, Mosaic Law. I'll do quotes of the Old Testament for 200. Does not load up. Come on. There it is. For 200 points. Who said, my son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering? This is an easy one. Very easy. Yeah, maybe we should finish the category and go on. I think you're right. All right. This is the easy one, okay? We could do this one blindfolded, one hand tied behind her back. Who said, my son, God will provide himself a lamb for burnt offering? This is real easy. Moses, Abraham, Israel, or Joshua? I'm going to say Abraham. Grace says Moses. I say Abraham. Wasn't it Abraham? Yes, it was Abraham. With Isaac, right? Wait, my son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. Well, actually, God provided a ram. And Abraham didn't actually say he'll provide He just said he'll provide. You jumped this. Are you sure? All right. Might be more than one answer, or there might be more than one person that did this. Correct, it was Abraham. Scores 1,400 points. Genesis 22. Click to continue. Jump the shark. That's all right. It's better than getting eaten up by it. All right. Next one. Let's finish the category. Let's finish the category of Elijah versus Elisha. 400. Who said, "If I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50." Oh, yeah. This is a pretty easy one, too. So who was it? Who said, "If I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume you and your 50. This is a pretty easy one. Elijah, Elisha, neither or both. Grace says Elijah. Yes, this is the D says neither. Okay, I will say Elijah too, because this is the 50 false prophets of Baal when they even soaked the pit and the wood, and God still consumed it. So yes, it is Elijah. Let's find out if we're right. It's the 50 false prophets of Baal who sat at Jezebel's table. So anyway, there we go. All right. We'll click and continue. We'll keep going. We should go back to 1st and 2nd Kings again and 1st and 2nd Samuel. We haven't done that for years. All right. Elijah versus Elisha, 600. Elijah versus Elisha. Here, for 600 points. What was the name of Elisha's father? Was it Azubah, Misha, Shaphat, or Zerah? Anybody? I remember Zubas from the 80s. Everybody had Zubas on. And then all of a sudden one day, you're a loser if you're wearing Zubas. Kind of funny how that goes. Zubas. Might have always been a loser with the Zubas. I'm not sure. All of a sudden, everybody's wearing like pajamas out in public. Yeah. If I have to guess, I don't know. I'd say a Zuba. Maybe Misha. I don't know. Grace, you want to pick? I'd say probably a Zuba. I don't know. Misha? Yeah. Was it Misha? Incorrect. Didn't we pick Misha? Oh yeah, it was Shaphat. Yeah, it wasn't Zuba or Misha. It was Shaphat. Shaphat. Nah, Shaphat. We got it wrong. All right. That was a hard one. They probably mentioned that once. He had a cameo. He walked by in the background. that was his cameo. All right, let's keep going on this. This one's a little harder as it goes, that's for sure. All right. Elisha for 800 points. What king of Israel came to Elijah while Elisha was on his deathbed? Was it Joash, Jehu, Ahab, or Amaziah? Which king of Israel came to Elisha when Elisha was on his deathbed? I think I know, but well, I have two guesses. Personally, I think it's either Ahab or Jehu. Could have been Joash, but maybe Ahab. Not sure. That's a hard one. Jehu. Guessing Joash, Jehu. All right. Who said? All right. She said Jehu. You said Joash. Let's see if Joash is true. Correct. Ding, ding, ding. D gets it right. It was Joash. Good guess. And that is in 2 Kings. Get it right. Jehu sounds good too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, D got that was a good one too. That was 800 points for that one. Complete guess. Yeah, it would have been mine was a complete guess too. Yeah, nice job, D. Yeah, I was guessing too because you hear these, these are names out of the Old Testament, but was it a different king doing a different thing? You know what I mean? Kings do their things. Different kings, different things. All right, last one for $1,000. 1,000 buckaroos. Who cried because he knew the harm that Hazael of Syria would do to Israel? Was it Elijah, Elisha, neither, or both? Who cried? Because, here's your clue, because it doesn't say they knew. Who cried because he knew the harm that Hazael of Syria would do to Israel? Anybody? Elijah, Elisha, neither, or both? I would say Elisha on this one. I don't really remember that in Elijah. I'd say either Elisha or neither. I'm guessing. Anybody? Elisha, because he needs to be mentioned. One of them needs to be mentioned, or neither. So here's Elisha, Elisha. Both of them or neither of them? My connection dropped again. Missed the question. The question is, who cried because he knew the harm that Hazael of Syria would do to Israel? Who cried because he knew what the harm of the king of Hazael would do to Israel? Was it Elisha, Elisha, both or neither? I'd say it was Elisha or neither. I don't know. It could be both. Could be, I don't know. Could be way off. Any guess? D guessed Elisha. Or Elisha. Yeah. Yeah, Elisha hasn't had a turn yet. So I'd pick Elisha too, because they haven't really. You're right, D. They haven't really. He hasn't had a turn yet. Yeah, all three of us say Elisha. Let's see if we're right. They really haven't had a turn for them. Correct. Ding, 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 ding for 1,000 points. We're at 3,600. That's cool. Yep. Yeah, he had to be in one of the question answers. All right. All right. So that was the category of Elijah versus Elisha. Go back to, there we are. All right. Back to, all right. Next category. Good deal. Yeah. Let's see. Next. Which one of you picked Elisha, I don't know. Well, one of you picked. Anybody? We can do the Old Testament quotes next if you want. All right. Old Testament quotes for 400. Question for 400 points. The dead which he slew at his death were more than he slew in his life. These words were spoken by whom? Oh, I know. I know who this is. Was it Jonathan, Saul, Samson, or David? I just read this like within a week. Not on my thing, but on my own. Jonathan, Saul, Samson, or David? 400 points. Which dead I'm sorry, the dead which he slew at his death were more than all that he slew in his whole life. These words were spoken of whom? Yes. Yep, I agree. I agree. It is Samson. Because when he knocked those pillars down, I just read about this again. When he knocked those pillars down, he killed a lot of people, like 1,000. I don't know how many it was. It was a get together. And when he knocked those pillars down, he killed more people than he killed in his whole life in that one act. So, yes, Grace agrees it is Samson. We all agree it is Samson. Yes, ding, ding, ding. It is Samson. Yes, in that one act, he killed more than he did. And he killed a whole bunch of people in his life. So that one, yep, there it goes. It is Samson, correct. 4,000. All right. Oops, I just screwed up. I should have clicked the other one. Should have clicked. Oh, crap, no, I screwed up. All right, try that again. I can get back on that page again. All right, here's what I want to click to continue. I keep clicking the wrong button. All right, continue. We will just continue right into Old Testament quotes for 600. All right, Old Testament quotes for 600. Dog's snoring underneath me. What king said to Daniel, "Thy God whom you service continually, he will deliver thee"? Was it King Darius, King Cyrus, King Nebuchadnezzar, or King Belshazzar? Ooh, that is a good one. Well, yes. Anybody? I think it was Darius. Second would be Nebuchadnezzar, maybe Belshazzar, maybe Nebuchadnezzar. Maybe it, yeah. What do you guys think? King Darius? Yeah, I was thinking Darius because he was the one that came. Trying to think what order they went in. Because Nebuchadnezzar ended up with the mind of an animal. He got humbled. Let's see. It might have been Darius. D. King it. All right. I think it could be Darius. Yes, it could be any one of these, but I'd say Darius also. Two with Darius. All right. Try Darius. Was it Nebi? Yes, it was Darius. Ding, ding, ding for 600 points. Yes, it was King Darius. That's what I thought. I was trying to think of what order they went in. One of them had the writing on the wall. One was the... Anyway, try to remember what order they go in. You can probably figure it out. All right. Who said what in the Old Testament for 800? Who said, "Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me"? Oh, I know that one. I'm going to say Job on that one. Huh. Yeah, I'd say Job in that one. He was pretty bummed out. David was bummed out a lot too, but I'd say Job was probably the most bummed. Yeah, was it Job, David, Abraham, or Jeremiah? I'd have to say Job too. D? It's unanimous with Job. Did D say Job? D. Yes, it is. It is unanimous. Okay, Job for D too. Okay. And ding, ding, ding. Oh, incorrect. Did I not click Job? It was David. Oh, see, I knew the two of them were quite the. I knew it had to be either David or Joe because both of them were quite bummed out a lot. Anyway, wow, I really thought that was Job. Anyway, that was David, not Job. Anyway, boy, I would have. Yeah, we got skunked on that one. We're still doing good. We got a lot of money here. We got a big old stack of cash. All right, last one in Old Testament quotes. Who said what to whom for $1,000? Yeah, David did a lot of kind of complaining and depressive stuff too. All right. I should thought Job said in my mother conceiving sin, but what do I know? All right, for 1,000 points. As an adamant harder than flint, I have made thy forehead. These words were spoken to whom? Okay, your forehead harder than flint. Was it Isaiah, Nehemiah, Israel, or Ezekiel? Whose head is harder than flint? Besides a few people that we know. Was it as an adamant harder than flint, I've made your forehead. These words were spoken to whom? Somebody spoke. I'm thinking God said it to somebody. Yes, he has said it to Mark Hardy. You're right. I'm going to give you 1,000 points just for that, Grace. So ding, ding, she gets 1,000 for that because I thought the same thing. He did say Mark Hardy's head was harder than flint. So I think you and I and Dee should just get 1,000 right off the bat. But anyway, we can make it official with Nehemiah. Whose head is harder than flint? I would say Israel. Israel. Yes. Is it Israel? Incorrect. It is Ezekiel. Oh, what the heck? I was going to guess Ezekiel too, but Ezekiel already had he's been, anyway. He had all those times in the Ezekiel category. I didn't think they'd add him to this one too. You kind of got yes, you do win. All right, so another category. Next category, we've finished 2 categories. Who is next to pick a category? Never would have guessed him. Me neither. Anybody want to pick another category? Grace D. Is there still one question in Acts? There's all the questions in Acts. We'll do Acts for 200. We only did the 1,000 one. We skipped all the rest. Let's do this. 200. Acts and the Journeys of the Apostles for 200. I think these should be easy and quick. Acts sounds good. Okay. Acts and Journeys of the Acts of the Apostles for 200. For 200 points, who was without sight for, oh, this is easy. Who was without sight for 3 days and neither did eat nor drink during this period? Well, it depends who you ask. But anyway, that's another day, another story. Was it Peter, Saul, Simon, or Apollos? Who was it that claimed he was lost sight for 3 days? At least 2 times he told this story. And then one of the times he told the story, he didn't lose sight for 3 days. So I don't know. This one could be kind of this one should have an asterisk to it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that aside, we all know this is Saul, Saul, who became the hero Paul. Yes, he is a hero. Ding, 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 ding. Well, twice he said that he lost his sight. Another time he said he just got up and took off. So what is it, Saul? I'm Paul, or whatever your name is. All right, it is Saul. We all know that. Don't even have to look. It's all correct. All right. Score 4,800. We almost got $5,000, you guys. Put it all on red 20, 24, or 23. What year is it? 23. Red 23. We're gonna. All right. Jacks and the Jacks and the attorneys. That's a tongue twister. Acts and the journeys, or Jacks and the attorneys. Acts and the journeys of the apostles for 400. All right, come on. There you go. This thing's kind of a three-step thing. Which of the following Roman officials was Paul brought before prior to being sent to Caesar? I know Festus, I think, was one of them. Go shopping tomorrow? All right. Was it Agrippa, Felix, Festus, or all these? I think it was Festus, but what do I know? Paul. Maybe it was all of them. Jesus was brought before 3 people, but I don't know if Paul was. I think he came. Was it Festus? Festus for the rest of us. I think it was all of them. All of them? All right, let's do all of them. Correct. It was all of them. Because they go through like the county, the state, and then the federal. I mean, that's what Jesus did. The county, the state, and the federal, or whatever. Anyway, I guess they all did that. And then all the way to the Supreme Court. All right. Acts and Journeys of the Apostles for 600. All right. Come on, you. What just happened? Oh. All right. Ding, ding, ding. All right. This thing likes playing games. All right. From what melody was Aeneas healed? From what for 600 point, what malady was Aeneas healed? So what illness or what problem was it was Aeneas healed? Was it death, deafness, blindness, or the palsy? What was Aeneas healed? Blindness, death, blindness, deafness, or palsy? Grace's blindness. Do you want to guess? Blindness? All right. I'll just be a jerk and say palsy. All right. Blindness it is, probably. Oh, incorrect. It was palsy. All right. I was a jerk, but I got it right. It was palsy. Get it? Palsy. I was right. It was palsy. I remember somebody got cured by palsy. Yes, Paul C. That's right. His last name must have been started with a Z. You know, when I was in high school, we had you know how they always have a cop in school? His name was Mr. Zappa, like Frank Zappa. I remember I was at this, it was so weird. I was at this lake one time with the Girl Scouts, and everybody hated Mr. Zappa. He was a truancy cop, right? He was a cop at school. Anyway, one time we were at Girl Scouts, and we were sitting by a lake playing the guitar, and everybody was singing, and the girl playing the guitar said that her dad was Mr. Zappa, the cop at school, and everybody's like, ugh. Anyway, Acts and Journeys of the Apostle. I was thinking, dang, because he was like the most hated in high school. I was surprised she even admitted that. Anyway, she was the one playing the guitar. Paul Z was a common thing. All right, for 800 points, what Christian once lived at Rome, Corinth, and Ephesus? Was it Barnabas, Drusilla, Aquila, or Alexander? I'm thinking it was Barnabas, but you guys can guess what you want. Drusilla. I'll be shocked if it's Drusilla. Aquila was that other one. Aquila was joined up with somebody, Priscilla and Aquila. Remember Priscilla and Aquila? So I don't think it's Aquila. I don't think it's Priscilla. Now, man, they might be trying to throw you off with Drusilla because it's Aquila. Throwing Drusilla in there to throw you off. Alexander, man, I don't know nothing about that. I think it's either Barnabas or Aquila. What do you say, Grace? D has no idea. What do you think, Grace? I think it's either not Drusilla. I think it's Aquila or Barnabas. She got Barnabas. I think it's Barnabas too, because they didn't really talk about where anybody else came from. Barnabas was a big one, though. I'm thinking it's Barnabas or Aquila. I think it's Barnabas. Oh, incorrect. It was Aquila. Look at that. Remember Priscilla and Aquila? Bam. Yeah, Priscilla and Aquila. I mean, just like, who's making these names up? Anyway, they really had somebody named Priscilla and Aquila over there? Really? I find that suspect. Okay, so we finished that category. Elisha. Well, you guys. Oh no, I guess we got 3. I keep going. Let's see. We can bust through these quick. Old Testament, 200. Which is not one of the 3 great annual festivals of the Israelites? Unleavened bread, Pentecost, New Year's, and Tabernacle. I'll let you guys answer. Or Easter. Christmas, New Year's, Easter, or I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the real answers. Which one is not one of the great festivals? All right, unleavened bread. We know that one is. Pentecost, we know that is. Tabernacles, we know that is. Huh, New Year's, huh? Huh. Oh, that's right. They didn't have New Year's. I'd say, yeah. How about 4th of July or Thanksgiving or New Year's? Either way. Yes, they did not have New Year's. Correct. It was not New Year's. 5,400. Man, we got a bundle. We got a bundle of cash already, you guys. I can go buy that paddle boat I always wanted since last month. All right. What else we got? No, it doesn't like that. Oh, there it is. All right, Old Testament for 200. New Year, yes, you're right. You are correct. Question for 400 points. How many gems were mounted in the ephod of the high priest? Oh, I know that one. I know that one. You know that one. We all know that one. Easy. This is an easy one. How many stones were in that thing, the vest thing that they wore? Easy one. Was it 6, 8, 12, or 16? This one's pretty easy. All right, D says 12. Grace says 12. Yes, it was for the 12 tribes of Israel. Well, they just like saying 12 a lot. But yes, I think it was for the 12 tribes. Correct. It was for 400 points. 5,800. That's pretty good. Almost at $6,000. Huh. What else can I buy? You guys, we're at 2,000 apiece. We're going to split this as soon as this is done. We're going to split the bounty. Doesn't want to move. All right. Old Testament for 600. All right. All right, for 600 points. Who told Moses to choose able men to help ease his responsibility? Oh, this is the easy one. Oh, yeah, this is the easy one. And this is kind of funny. This is funny. All right. You guys know this one. Who told Moses to choose able men because to ease up on your responsibilities? This is funny because I've got, yeah. Well, this is funny because, my goodness, what a pig. Jethro, well, yes, Jethro was Moses' father-in-law, but I thought he had another name, Raul. Somebody had two names, Raul and Jethro, but it depends on right. Now, I'm curious because remember, sometimes they call him Raul and sometimes they call him Jethro. Let's see what his name is. This is Moses' father-in-law. Here, let me get my phone. Where's my thing? Anyway, I'm using it, I guess. Yeah, Raul. Moses, Jethro. You know what, though? I do want to go back because I want to see if Raul would be wrong. Because sometimes you can catch mistakes in these Bible trivia questions. You know, Raul. How about Raul? It's going to say no. Because didn't his father-in-law have two names? I would check on that role because I think Moses' father-in-law had two names. I think it was Raul and I think it was Jethro. But it was his father-in-law that told him that. All right, so we're gonna, just so we can get the money, we're gonna do Jethro and take that money. Yeah, he did have two names. We've gone over that. And that's why I like going over those contradictions, because you can, well, these so-called Bible experts are wrong here. Yeah, he had two names, Raul and Jethro. That's right. All right. It was a doublet. It was one of those doublets, either doublet or triplet. I think it was a doublet. All right. Old Testament for 800. So yeah, some people would guess that right, and they would be told they're wrong. What? Yeah, you'd be told you're wrong. You had lost your points. Which tribe settled in the east of the Jordan River? Was it Judah and Benjamin, Reuben and Gad, Zebulun and Issachar, or Gad and Asher? I'm just going to guess Gad and Asher. But you guys can guess. I think it's Gad and Asher, but because Judah and Benjamin were the southern tribe. This was the southern. It was either Reuben and Gad or Gad and Asher. I think it was Gad and Asher. Zebulun and Issachar. I don't know. I think it's Gad and Asher. Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, probably not this because they're the southern kingdom. That's a Gad and Asher. Grace, you got a guess? Gad and Asher. Zebulun and Issachar. She might have got dropped off there. Gad and Asher sounds right to me. All right, let's do that. Oh, incorrect. It was Reuben and Gad. See the Gad. We had the Gad right. That's why I said it's one of the two because Gad is in there. See, the two choices were, well, there's four choices, but it was either Reuben and Gad or Gad and Asher. So we're going to go with Reuben and Gad. It was Gad and somebody. All right. Well, look at that. We're correct. 7,200. All right. Almost done. 1,000. Old Testament for 1,000. We should get half the money. We should get, we'll split it 3 ways. We'll split it 3 ways. We'll be at 8,000 pretty soon. All right, for 1,000 points. His father said to him, he will comfort us in our labor. He will comfort us in our labor. Abraham, Seth, David, or Noah? His father said to him, he will comfort us in our labor. Oh! That's what the dude's name means. So I'm going to give you a hint. When this person was born, the father said, he will comfort us in our labor. Whose name means comfort us in our labor? Is it Abraham, Seth, David, or Noah? Whose name, basically the question should be, whose name means he will comfort us in our labor? I think it's Noah. Seth? Yeah, Seth was a replacement after Cain killed Abel. Seth was a replacement. Did Adam say he will comfort us in our labor? Or Abraham, because they were old? Guessing? They could have... Abraham's dad could have said he'll comfort us in our labor. Seth's dad could have said that. David's dad? I don't remember nothing about David's dad. Noah? Grace, you got a guess? I would guess Noah. I can't remember what Noah's name means. Might be Seth or Abraham. I don't know. Any guess, Grace? She might have dropped off again. Her phone's been dropping off. We do have now. All right. You said Seth. Let's try Seth. Let's see. Seth is the replacement child. Incorrect. It was Noah. It was Noah. Because I can't remember what Noah's name meant, but it must mean he'll comfort us in our labor. Yeah, it was Noah. Yeah, his mom and dad. I can't remember. What was his mom and dad's name? Can't remember his mom and dad's name. Yeah. Yep, it was Noah. Because it was somebody that was going to comfort them when something bad happens. The flooding the earth, probably. Wow, look at that. We wiped out all categories except just a couple. Well, I don't know about filling the blanks. Maybe we'll finish Mosaic. Well, we might have lost Grace. She might have dropped off. All right. So, Mosaic Law for 400. You're back. All right, I figured you dropped off. I said, we got bad weather here. It might be the weather. It's knocking your phone off the line there. And welcome back, Grace. All right. Question for 400 points. What type of oil was to be used to fuel the lampstand at the tabernacle? olive oil, mineral oil, cassia oil, or algae oil? It is crazy. Maybe it might be the snowstorm, Grace. Olive oil? That sounds most, I think this is the only oil I've ever heard of. Mineral oil, lamp oil. How about lamp oil? It should be called lamp oil. But what do I know? Yes, ding, ding, ding. They use olive oil for everything. You guys, you know what? If you ever used it to soften your hands like hand lotion, it's awesome, you guys. People shave with it. I'm sure the men used to shave their face with it. Yeah, you can do everything with olive oil, but I used it instead of hand lotion. It's anointing. Makes your hands all soft and stuff without poisoning yourself. You really shouldn't put nothing on your skin that you wouldn't put it in your mouth. You know what I mean? All right, next for 600 points. What animal can be used instead of a lamb for the sin offering according to the law? What will they trade for a lamb? All right, you don't have a lamb, so what else can you have? Must be something big. They're not going to let you bring a dove in and to replace a lamb. Nah, better be something good. So if you don't have a lamb, what could you replace it with for a sin offering? A ram, a dove, heifers, or bullocks? Well, it might be doves. You're right, because remember, now that I think of it, they said if you can't afford the lamb, then I think it was a doves. Ram, it is a doves, because you guys, it says if you can't, it was for the people who couldn't afford a lamb. I remember that now. That's why I kind of guessed it was doves, because it was for people who couldn't afford a lamb. Not everybody can afford a lamb. So yeah, it was a dove. Or I think it was two turtle doves. As a matter of fact, 2 turtle doves. Which they later put in the Christmas song. Was there law 800? Yes. Depends on your wealth. Yeah. Because they had to make it, they had to let, it had to be accessible for everybody. Not everybody's got a lamb to give up every week, you know what I mean? Or ever. All right, 800. The turtles that the children of Israel brought as a sin offering before the Lord were in actuality what type of animal? Lizards, fowls, tortoises, or goats? Turtles. Well, I would think another name for a turtle is a tortoise. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. Thank you for paying your tithes. I appreciate that. I accidentally clicked on it. Let's go back because I didn't see the answer yet. I was just pointing to it and I clicked. I don't see if it was right or wrong. So let's go back to the question. If it'll go back. I didn't mean to click on that answer. I was just pointing to it. I pointed too hard. All right. Question for 800 points. The turtles that the children of Israel brought as a sin offering before the Lord were in actuality what type of animal? I thought it had to be an animal that you could eat. Because, you know, that's why they were doing it, right? Lizards, fowls, tortoises, or goats. I don't think a turtle is a clean animal. No. What is it? Lizard, fowl, tortoise, or goats? Yeah, I would think the turtle is a tortoise, but why would they bring it? That's weird. Turtles are, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought a turtle is a tortoise. But why would you bring a turtle to offer to God? It's a fowl, right? Because God would not take a turtle. God would not take a turtle. It has to be a clean animal. Right, a turtle is unclean. So yeah, I thought that was couldn't be a turtle. Although a tortoise is a turtle, but it's unclean, so you can't offer unclean. And as a matter of fact, when they tore when the Romans took over Jerusalem and tore down the temple and broke into the temple, what did they do? They sacrificed a pig on the altar. Abomination made desolate. All right, last one, Mosaic Law, 1,000 points. I'm getting almost done here. This is good for the good brain exercise. And the leper in whom the plague is, his clothes shall be blank, and his head bare, and he shall put a covering upon his blank, and shall cry, unclean, unclean. All right, and the leper that has a plague, his clothes shall be washed, and a thing on his forehead. All the animals sold outside the temple were unclean. Were they? Burned, lower lip, rent, upper lip, changed eyes. Okay. I think his clothes shall be washed, and his forehead, covering on his forehead, torn and full of mites. Oh, like that kind of unclean. Yeah. Burned lower lip. I think washed in forehead. This is kind of a weird question, but I think washed in forehead. Incorrect. You tear the clothes and you put a covering on your upper lip. Washed in forehead. That's what I thought too, D. It's you tear your clothes. So the leper who has a plague, the clothes shall be torn, and his head shall be bare, and a covering upon his lip, upper lip, which is weird. Anyway, who's going? Well, I suppose I'd want to throw the clothes away, right? Leper clothes, burn them. Probably you wouldn't want to wash them. Probably still have leper stuff on it. All right, we're almost done here. Fill in the blanks. Sounds like a mask. It does. It does. Yeah, it could have been actually on your upper lip, right? Yeah, like a mouth covering. So if you cough or whatever, you know what I mean, like a face mask. Fill in the blanks. The Lord is far from the blank, but he hears the prayers of the blank. So is he far from the lazy? Here's the prayer of the workers. Is the Lord far from the wicked? Here's the prayers of the righteous. I think that's what it is. Is he widows and children, nations and slaves? Personally, I think the Lord is far from the wicked, but here's the prayers of the righteous. I think that's what it is. Is he far from the lazy? But here's the prayers of the workers. Far from the widows. Here's the prayers of children. Far from the nations. No. It's going to definitely be the wicked and the righteous. Yep, D agrees. Far from the wicked, and here's the righteous. Yep, I agree with that. Well, how about if you have an angel blowing a trumpet over your head? Is that an exception? Correct. Ding, ding. Wow, we got almost 10 grand, you guys. We're going home at 10 grand. That's 3,333. That's 3,333 bucks a piece if we do this. Oh, what just happened? Roll. Hit the wrong thing. What did hit that? What the heck? All right. Almost done. Wow, we went through all this. It's good. Fill in the blanks. Blanks kind of hard. Yeah. So fill in the blank for 400 points. The light of the righteous blank, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put blank. All right. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the wicked's is put out. The light of the righteous burns away, but the wicked shall be away. The righteous sinneth, lamp on, the righteous lamp flickers and shall be put near. It's wicked. Oh, that's right. The light of the righteous rejoices, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Yes, the wicked, far from the wicked. Wicked. Wicked, Dean, wicked. I remember somebody called Wicked. The first one, yeah. I remember somebody called Wicked. Their last name was Wicked. Mark said, "Oh, you're wicked, huh?" And Joe blocked him. The guy's last name was Wicked. I've heard that name before. Wicked, not Wicked. And even if his name was Wicked, who are we to judge, right? Almost done. 3 left, you guys. And our brains have been completely exercised. 600, fill in the blanks. Rejoice put out. 600 points. Fill in the blank. But the Lord is blank, who will establish you and keep you from evil. But the Lord is blank, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. The Lord is powerful, loving, faithful, merciful. The Lord is powerful. He'll keep you from evil. He is loving. He'll keep you from evil. He'll faithful, keep you from evil. Merciful, keep you from evil. Faithful. All right. Grace is faithful. To me, it's either faithful or powerful. Faithful makes sense, but the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. Yeah. Powerful, faithful. Yeah. D. Faithful. Faithful it is. Faithful or powerful. Correct. Ding, 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 ding. It is faithful. Wow, doing good. What were we at? 10 grand? I don't know. I missed some dollar point. All right. 2 left. Fill in the blanks for 800. All right. God promised Abraham, quote, "I will make thy seed as blank of the earth. Sand, dust, stones, grains." This is an easy one to me. What will Abraham's seed be of the earth? This is an easy one. Yep. Grace is sand. I say sand. Sand it is. Oh, that got easier, actually. That was 800. That was actually an easy one. Yes, the sands of the seas, or the stars. Oh, incorrect. It's dust. Oh, I spoke too soon. It is the dust. I want to recount on that. He'll say, "I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth." What? I think it was sand. Genesis 13:16. Anybody want to fact check that? Anyway, I kind of read. Well, we still got 10,400, and we are we got the last one left. Dust, huh? Dust is even smaller than sand, so I think there's more sand on the earth than dust. You know what I mean? Maybe not. I live on a dirt road. Believe me, there's a lot of dust. All right, 1,000. Last question of the night. Wicket. All right. Last question. Fill in the blanks. For in much wisdom is much blank, and he that increased knowledge increase in. All right. For in much wisdom is much joy, and increase in happiness, or is much wisdom truth and increases in hope, much wisdom grief increases in sorrow, or much wisdom is understanding increases in wealth. I'd say joy and happiness, but it might be the wealth thing down here. Understanding and wealth. Let me see how it sounds. For in much wisdom is understanding, and he increased knowledge increases wealth. I think it might be this. You think it's the first one? Let's toss up first or the last one. Joy, he increases happiness. I think it's this one. Wealth, yeah, I think you increase wealth too. Because for much wisdom is much understanding. He that increases knowledge increases wealth. I think it's wealth too. Last question of the night. We'll see. It's one of the two. It's incorrect. D was right. Oh no, grief and sorrow. What? None of us were right. No, I want to recount. Go back. What? Oh, that's got to be the NIV. It's got to be the new version. All right. In much wisdom is grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. It doesn't sound like a very good plan, but okay, we're just going to take it. We're just going to maybe take this last chunk of money here. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, look, we're correct. It was grief and sorrow. Look how correct we are. Okay, now we have 11,400. Divide that in 3, and then divide that in half because we got about the half. We got more than half right. I think we got more than half right. Oh, yeah, we only got a couple wrong. Anyway, ding, ding, ding. Thank you, ladies. That was awesome. That was fun. That was fun. We got to do this every weekend. I like exercising the brain, you know. I disagree with that. Understanding is wealth. You're right. Right. I disagree too. Somebody needs to fact check this. Ecclesiastes. Yeah, that figures. No, just kidding. Ecclesiastes 1:18. It's the most valuable thing you have. I just agree. Yep. Anyway. All right, well, cool. That was fun. I like exercising my brain. And I always like that about trivia. I always learn something too. But yeah, I'm going to check that out. Remember, now this is a guy who had 1,000 women and he's on his deathbed, so he might not be thinking real clear, you know what I mean? All right. Let's see. Ecclesiastes 1:18. Me too, D. I think it was fun. That's what it says. In much wisdom is grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. That's what it says. Well, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. And that was fun. Thank you, Kathy. And D, maybe next time others will join the fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Really fun. Thank you, guys. It was fun. And I was like, man, it's just nice, you know. Refreshing. I don't know what that noise was. That was a dog or something. Yeah, it was fun. And we want to do this every weekend. I like it. All right, well, I'll pray us out unless you guys have something else. I will. Otherwise, I'll pray us out. All right, Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us once again, and we thank you for all of our blessings, including gatherings every evening and the Sabbath rest and everything you provide. Praise be to you. Amen. All right, cool. That was fun. And you know, this thing's got all kinds of games too. I don't know where, but anyway, I got it marked on my. Oh, here, I can just go back probably. That ain't gonna work that way. Yeah. Anyway, challenging yourself is a good way to learn. That's right. That's right. And it was kind of neat because we actually could correct this expert Bible site here by saying, no, Moses' father-in-law had two first names, Raul and Jethro. So it is nice when you actually can correct a Bible trivia. So that's cool. All right, well, thank you, ladies. I don't have to spin through a whole lot of names tonight. Good night to Dee and Grace. Thanks for coming in, ladies. And anybody who else is listening, thanks for listening with us and maybe playing along. And Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow night, Lord willing. We just got so much snow, it's crazy. I might do a little clip tomorrow outside. It's crazy. Crazy how much snow we just got. Almost like a foot, probably. I don't know. Maybe 8 inches. I don't know. It's a lot. Anyway. All right, ladies and everybody. Sweet dreams, Dee. Be blessed. Yeah. Good night to Dee. Good night to Grace. And anybody else for listening on the replay. Thanks for listening on the replay. Thank you, Kathy. Good night to both of you. Yep. Good night to you, too. Good night, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. Praise and glory to God. Hallelujah and shalom.